What are the 5 bottles that I would keep for the 5 bottle challenge for the beginning of 2023? Let's find out. What's going on, everybody? Nathan here with the Everyday Drinker, bringing you guys a brand new video. Today, I'm going to go over the 5 bottle challenge, the 5 bottles that I would keep for 2023. Now, if you guys don't know what the 5 bottle challenge is, let me break it down for you really quick. You have 5 bottles, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those bottles have to be one of the following. You have to have a mixer, a cheap mixer. Next, you have to have an everyday pour. Next, you have to have your Friday night pour. One that's a little bit more proofy, one that's a little bit more pricey than your everyday pour. Then you have to have your impress your guest pour. One that you only break out every so often when you have friends that like bourbon, a father-in-law, a grandfather, somebody that you want to impress with a bottle. And finally, your celebratory pour. One that only gets broken out for those celebration kind of events. So without further ado, let's get into my bottle number 1, which is going to be my cheap mixer. My cheap mixer goes to Old Forester 100 proof. I've talked about this bottle many times on the channel, and it is one of those bottles that I have stacked. As you can see, I have 2 of them on the shelf for whenever this bottle is empty, I have a backup. And before this backup is even open, I'm gonna have a backup for my backup, because it is just one of those bottles that is absolutely fantastic. I absolutely love this bottle mixed. By itself, not so much, but the flavor profiles that come out of this bourbon in any kind of cocktail is absolutely fantastic, and that is why it is my first bottle, my cheap mixer. Bottle number 2 is your everyday sipper, and this was the most difficult one that I had to pick because I have so many bottles that I absolutely love to sip on almost every day. I don't drink every day, even though my name says I do. I really don't, I promise you guys that. But I had to pick one, and that had to go to one of these. My everyday sipper is the Blue Note Juke Joint Uncut, Unfiltered barrel strength bottles. And as you can see, I have 3 of them on the shelf here. This one was the one I picked up in Dallas. This one is the New Jersey Speakeasy. And then this one right here is the Adelphia pick. I have them all. They're absolutely fantastic, each and every single one of them. And that's why I have a backup for my backup for my backup. Absolutely love these Blue Notes. They all come in different barrel proofs. This one's 121. This one is 116. This one right here is 117. Now you might be saying, why are you picking such a high proof everyday sipper? I personally only pour a little bit in my glass. I don't get wasted off of my bourbon like some people do, but I like to enjoy a nice, flavorful, high proof bourbon when the time is right. Next up, we have to pick a Friday night pour. One that's a little bit more pricey, one that might be a little more higher proof, one that you only break out once a week. And for me, that bottle is going to go to Jack Daniel's Barrel Strength Single Barrel. I had a couple of samples sent to me when I couldn't find one of these, and I absolutely loved them. And I was able to finally find one, and this one is a high proof. It's bottled at 131.9 proof. And it's a single barrel select for Bottle Republic here in New Jersey. This is an absolute dime of a bottle. Banana bread, banana cream pie, whatever you want to say banana-wise is in this bottle. I absolutely love it. The original Old Number 7, it's good mixer. The Jack Daniel's Bonded is really good. The Jack Daniel's Triple Mash is fantastic. This bottle right here, though, it knocks those bottles out of the water. It is an absolute staple on my shelf from here on out. Absolutely love it. And that's why this one right here is going to be my Friday night pour. So you might have guests come over on Friday night, but you might not. So when you do have guests over, what is that bottle that you're going to pour for them to impress them, to make them say, oh my goodness, this guy is a bourbon aficionado? For me, that bottle goes to Stagg Jr. This is the bottle I just got. This is batch 15. I'm not stingy with my bourbon. I love having friends over, pour bourbon for them, give them something that they haven't had before. You know, you go to a restaurant and they've got, they might have Booker's, they might have Buffalo Trace, they might probably have a couple of Weller options. Most of the time, they're not going to have some higher end bottles such as Stagg Jr. And this is one that I will pour for people to let them know just how good bourbon can be. And this Stagg Jr. Batch 15 is one of the best that I've had. I've had pours out of a couple of different Staggs, and this one is head and shoulders above the rest. And last but not least, we have the celebration. Now this is one that is only broken out. It is one that is opened for a celebration. It's one that you are super, super excited for. It's one of those unicorns you found most likely, and you're waiting for something to happen. And for me, that bottle goes to my Van Winkle, my Pappy Van Winkle, whatever you want to call it, Lot B 12 year. Now, I know I said that I am only going to open this bottle when we hit 5,000 subscribers. If we hit 5,000 subscribers before the Eagles have the opportunity to win the Super Bowl, then I will open it. Now, come Sunday, if the Eagles end up winning the Super Bowl, I am cracking this bottle open, and I am enjoying a pour out of this because I can't wait. I can't wait. I might be bringing you guys a review sooner than you think. So there you guys have it. That's the top 5 bourbons that I personally would keep for the year of 2023. You have your cheap mixer, your everyday drinker, your Friday night pour, your impressive guest, your celebration bottle, and they are here on the bar top for you to critique and let me know what you would change. I want to know what your top 5 bottles are, but before you let me know, I want to challenge a couple of challenges. I want to challenge SLB. Kurt, I know you did this video in the past, but it was only you. Now that you have Trenton on the channel, on the screen, I want to know what both of your top 5 bottles of bourbon that you would keep going into 2023. Also want to challenge the Minor Bros, Matt and Pat. I want to know what your top 5 bottles of 2023 are going to be that you would keep for this challenge. And finally, I'm going to challenge the Bourbon Hutch. I want to know what your top 5 bottles of bourbon that you would keep for 2023 would be for this challenge. Until next time, it's been Nathan with the Everyday Drinker. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Make sure you do check out the store, check out the Patreon down below, hit the subscribe button if you're new. Until next time, cheers.